Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Saturday Night Review where we are reviewing Strange Days from 1995. And I gotta say, this was a strange movie. With me, I got Reslo Germ. How you doing, Germ?
Not too bad. How you doing, girl?
Well, I got a kid that's ready for bed. So, alright. Welcome, Jim's Landscape, LLC #1 Commodore Productions. He says hello, and this is to a sorry remaster video, which was a pretty hilarious video if you ask me. And I said we'll be starting a little late, and he's like, "Oh my!" And welcome, Mikey. He said, I met Kathryn Bigelow many years ago on the set of Near Dark, a cool vampire horror film. She was very humble at the time, loved talking to fans, and my buddy Larry, who worked as an extra in it. Cool. And Mikey said later, oh, yeah. Apparently now the marker wants to work when I didn't want it to. But anyhow, later she got several awards for the Jeremy Renner war film about Afghanistan, The Hurt Locker. Ask Owen to put it on for you. Okay? Ask Owen to put else on for you then. Alrighty. So and Jim says, "Hi, Mikey." And Mikey says, "And hello to you, Jim." And Jim says, "Hi, Gorilla and Germ." "Hey, hi, Keem. How's it going?" And everybody's saying hi to each other. All right, let's get this movie started. So, apparently, this is supposed to lead up to the New Year's Eve party. I guess that's what the time down is for.
Yeah, this takes place over the last 2 days of 1999 in LA.
Alrighty. Let me know if I start cutting out because this kid keeps pulling on the thing here. The wire's loose. Alright, so what were they recording? I don't quite remember this part.
This opening part is the recording of a robbery.
Oh, yeah, because they're making the virtual realities, aren't they?
Virtual memories.
Oh, Hadley, stop. And he says, yeah, apparently, so yeah, they're making a bunch of virtual realities and they're making a robbery here. And they're in some kitchen. Now, who are they chasing down again?
Oh, the cops are chasing them down.
Oh yeah, because they're in a slow speed. They're in a foot chase here. Then Jim says, "Goo goo gaga." She's a little bit past that stage there, Jim. She's a little bit past that stage. They said this film might have predicted the Y2K chaos that happened 4 years later that turned the year 2000. Well, anybody could have told you about the chaos that was coming.
Oh, that was the chaos that was actually happening in LA in the early 1990s. They just projected outward.
Yeah, this film was...
The lead, or the victim, this is all based around, they based that character around Tupac. They just assumed he was going to get done by the cops. Not exactly what happened, but it's what everyone assumed at the time.
Yeah. And this was filmed just 3 years after the LA riots.
Yeah.
Where's some rooftop Koreans when you need some?
That's what it's called. That's what it's called.
I said the LA riots.
Oh.
All right, so
you were barely alive for that, girl. She has no idea.
Yeah, I was 1 year old. So yeah, then they just start shooting at him. What's the point of burning stuff in the street?
You'd have to ask a rioter. I've personally never done that.
Well, I can understand burning down the buildings and all that. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all, but I can understand it. Thank you, Mikey. All right, so then is this where they start handing off the tape of the murder?
Yeah, he's trying to sell Nero the copy that you just saw.
Okay. So yeah. Oh yeah. Because he wanted 6. The guy tried to offer him 4 because it's uncut, and so he eventually pays 5 for it. I'm guessing that's $5,000.
500.
Oh, $500?
Yeah. Because he has to do some serious alteration. He has to cut out the death at the end because that stuff is really taboo even for the stuff they're dealing with.
Okay. Then apparently I'm supposed to stay warm. Oh, to stay warm. Oh. Yeah, but they weren't.
Yeah. Stay warm in LA.
Even though it's like one of the warmest cities or at least in the United States.
Yeah. I guess it looks good for the camera.
Yeah. Oh god, I would hate to drive through this stuff. So it's 2 a.m. on December 99.
And hey, LDG, welcome to the show.
Hey, Pickles, how's it going?
Yeah, this part is basically just here to show you how fucked up LA is in their version of 1999.
So it's a documentary.
Pretty much.
Well, just stop. Oh, fuck. I'll keep the chat entertained here.
Okay, why Gorilla deals with a rambunctious child. I guess we can go up to this point. This movie has a very stellar cast. Ralph Fiennes, I never knew how to pronounce it, plays Nero. Mace, the lead actress, is actually Angela Bassett. Most of you will know her from her work in Black Panther. Tom Sizemore is a side character. And Michael Wincott, great as a villain. He is also the villain in The Crow, which was around this time as well. And the cops that get mentioned in it, you'll recognize at least one of them as a very young kingpin, Vincent D'Onofrio. Great role for him. Also, William Fechner. I think that's pronounced right. The strength of this movie, I believe, is the cast. The writing, sort of typical for the time, but real great. Say no mega stars, but a lot of good A and B level actors. Very, very solid. The film looks so young. Yeah, he pretty well was. Hard to believe that. And years later, he became the new M. I do believe that's where most people would recognize him. After Dame Judi Dench was killed off in Skyfall. Yeah, as I said, a lot of great character actors in this. And fairly unique way they use the technology. The just record all your sense memories. It's just, you don't see a lot of that. But this is more of a sci-fi crime noir type thing. You don't see a lot of that. You see some people try, but you don't really see the in-depth crime sci-fi type stuff. And another interesting tidbit, Bigelow was not happy with a lot of the camera shots for the technology, the point of view technology. So her husband at the time, James Cameron, essentially invented the GoPro to use in this movie. Not exactly the GoPro, but let's face it, it's what GoPro made usable. See what Mikey has to say. Angela Bassett was also in the sci-fi film Event Horizon. Florence, that is another great movie from the 90s.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll be getting Girl to watch that pretty soon.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. My kid decided to dump in the entire thing of milk on the floor. She couldn't wait till the glass was mostly empty. She had to do it now. All right, so where are we at in the film here? So yeah, they had apparently. I'm guessing they had the National Guard because they knew it's the one of the big parties.
Maybe the National Guard, but LAPD is quite well equipped. And in the 90s, the U.S. military was selling pretty cheap.
I thought we had the Gulf War going on.
Gulf War was over a few years before this. Even before this movie was filmed, let alone the year 2000.
Oh yeah, the Gulf War. Oh wait, the Gulf War only lasted what, 3 months?
Around that.
Yeah, tell me about it, Mike. Especially the price of milk these days. So yeah, he wants the clip by Mondays because people want to watch a guy and two girls apparently.
Yeah. What
just think of the virtual reality
naturally, he tends to manufacture.
Yeah, and just think they get if they all thought of 2 girls 1 cup coming out on the virtual reality. People would buy that. Hey, Admiral Teague, how's it going? Actually, I forgot to put this in here. Yeah, welcome, Teague. So yeah, people would buy 2 girls 1 cup.
Yeah. If they'll buy a junkie falling off a roof, they'll buy anything.
Yeah. And then 5-0, you better get down with the 2K. So yeah, there's all kinds of cops. Oh, this is the scene I gotta be really careful with. Because of
a few scenes you gotta be real careful with.
Well,
if something pops up, just really quickly hit skip.
Or stop share. Yeah, this is the one I think I gotta go around with, so move ahead. I really watch what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's not really anything important going at this time. He's just making deals.
So they're exchanging. Yeah.
This is pretty much the info dump where you get an understanding of what the technology is and how he's using it. With this guy, organizing that two girls and a guy thing that his customer wants, and if you skip forward, the guy he's talking to, he gets more into the details of the technology.
Okay. And Teague says, oh, dang, it's getting blocked here. It goes, the combat part of the Gulf War was 72 hours. It was after 40 days of air raids. We deployed like 8 months before the attack.
And welcome to the show, Mikey.
Yeah. Welcome. And thank you, Teak, for tweeting it out.
Oh, hey, guys. Yeah.
I'm just saying hi. So, this guy is getting paid $200 to put on Internet Bang Woman.
So,
man,
yeah.
I wish I could get that deal.
Oh, Mikey, you're roboting real badly.
Yeah.
Oh, dang, oh, that kid. Yeah, we were way past this.
Yeah.
That,
there you go.
What happened there?
Yeah.
I did.
All right, so yep, they're making that deal. Mikey, you're roboting really badly.
You're completely gone, Mikey. We're only getting static.
All right. So this is where we get introduced to these two assholes. And he goes, "Of course, no problem." Then Jim says, "I did a morning and evening live stream last night." Oh, cool. They said Jim saying eject at Mikey sees forward. There you go.
Then he eject.
Yeah. So
hopefully his internet cooperates a little more.
Well, that's what Restream is for.
Yeah.
But so what was the scene again? I can't remember.
They're hunting down the hooker.
Okay.
This is the one where
so
you can
she ends up on
feel
the subway.
other people's thoughts and memories via tech. That's the one, Admiral.
Yeah. So yeah, she makes it. Oh wait, she's getting her hair. So yeah.
Yeah, Nero's on his way to pay a visit to a pal of his that helps him cut down the videos. He has something special for him. Hey,
welcome
back.
Guys. Yeah. Oh, she
thank
looks
you.
like.
And yes,
like,
welcome, Admiral Teague.
Yeah. It looks like she got beat bad. She had way too much makeup on, smearing that bad.
No, I'm sure they overdid the makeup to make it a little easier to make her look roughed up.
Yeah. That's where we get introduced to Faith.
Yeah. I have to say there's some cool disc which they're now using in today's society that you can actually, this was like the first early form of virtual reality. So yeah, it was very cool. I mean, for its time, when it came out.
Yeah. So
I'm
yeah,
not sure about virtuosity.
No.
This is New Year's
Admiral
Eve.
T, this is 2 days before the year New Year's Eve 2000, I think. Yeah, because it's on 1999. So yeah, before the Y2K thing, which eventually came 4 years later.
Yeah, and Admiral T says I sometimes
get this in virtuosity. confused.
This is the New Year's Eve 2001, isn't it?
Virtuosity,
2000
yeah.
Y2K.
Yeah.
Y2K. We don't know if she started it. So now he's in a drunken stupor.
Y2K, yeah.
Now he's in a drunken stupor there and they're around, and we got the
reliving old memories. That scene you were worried about is coming right up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So oops. All right, I'm trying to.
Whoops.
Backtrack here.
Ignore the last 5 seconds of this stream.
Juliette
people.
Lewis, hello. Yeah, please ignore it, especially the YouTube censors. That didn't need to be there.
Hey, go back to the censors. Now they're giving me actually watching. But I've seen topless news reports, so I think we're in the clear. On YouTube too, so
to them, it's sorry about that. That was just an accident.
Yes. And those titties identified as a man titties, so therefore that does not violate YouTube's policies. Yeah, so yeah, basically they have a parental error.
That's the right attitude to have, Akimi.
Yeah, they come from they find themselves.
LOL, I didn't see anything. Base turquoise cover, guys. That's the only one I got really worried about, ain't it?
Yeah.
I believe
so. It is.
Yeah, there's an emoji. It's what's really weird is they don't you know what that yeah. Go ahead, girl. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
So yeah, they're trying to pawn off those sex scenes there as for virtual reality here. And here he gets the devices there. So it's wireless there? Yeah, it's completely wireless.
Yeah. Short range, only to the box that you have either on your person or on a nightstand or something like that.
Yeah, so.
But it records everything.
Get that out of your mouth! Eating erasers and eating the pencils. And she has food, and before you say she's hungry, she has food literally right next to her. So the cops are chasing them now. Did we get backtracked? Oh wait, no. They're trying to wait for her to get off the.
Okay, there's.
I don't believe we got backtracked. At least not far.
Okay. So yeah, okay. Now they're pulling her off the subway, and they ripped that thing right off her head.
Yeah. They realize their problems are worse than they thought. There is evidence as well as a witness.
Oh. Yeah.
Did
they even have texting in 99?
I think so. I didn't understand the point of this because these are just typed versions of the beginning of the messages that they left.
Okay. So apparently she's trying to call Lenny. I don't know. I was kind of getting lost in this. And Mike, we're having a hard time hearing you.
Yeah, Mikey crashed again. But this is more set up slowly the girl is making her way to Lenny to try to get the plot device in his hands. And honestly, they could have trimmed this down a good bit. The runtime on this movie is 2 hours and 25 minutes, so I understand why it was such a box office disaster. They made a grand total of, let's see here, where was that?
That wasn't. Oh, sorry, I was talking to kids there. So yeah, they're drinking the bourbon and stuff.
Ooh, wow. $42 million budget, $7.9 million gross.
Oh shit, they lost. And well, at least they're not. As bad as this movie bombed there, not nearly as bad as what Disney's bombed. At least because they didn't try to spend $500 million on a damn movie?
Something like that.
So, this is the disc that they're all chasing after, ain't it?
Yeah.
Well,
no, the Faith one is his memories.
Oh, his memories?
Yeah. Of his ex.
Oh,
hey,
gotcha.
Deej. Well, I'd be happy to oblige, but I'm not going to Illinois.
Yeah, that means I'd have to drive through Chicago to get to you, Deej. There's no way I'm going to get to Chicago. Going through Chicago.
Yeah.
So we got this babe roller skating through that's that Faith gal I'm getting. I swear we just went through this scene. Okay. Just a sec.
Do about a 30-second skip.
Sorry. Blame YouTube.
Yep. Any little flash of an actual female, and YouTube starts losing their stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, we just got past the memory of their titties and that. Oh, she's still in it. You can imagine what this scene is, so flip past it.
Yeah. I'd recommend go watch the movie. It is best viewed on disc. And yeah, dude, she definitely needs to eat a cheeseburger.
Yeah, it is. Actually, yeah. Jerb, it's actually on Blu-ray, isn't it? I believe it. I've heard it was on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So it's actually better, I think, on Blu-ray
I own
than
it on DVD.
Yeah. Or let's see, Deej says, go around Chicago. Yeah. And
oh, okay.
Deej says,
yeah, I used to own it. Yeah.
It's okay. We can check her out a little bit more. Yeah, it's a little too skinny for my taste. It says, if we're Dylan Mulvaney, we'd be fine, right? The world's disaster.
Yep. YouTube loves Dylan Mulvaney, but if you show an actual woman with actual tits, they will nuke you. Unless you have some BS reasoning they get away with this all the time. Oh
yeah, they go after your butt.
Yeah.
You think guys like Doomcock are monetized? You see those yoga channels; those are freaking. Oh, we got another beep somewhere.
Merry Christmas!
Hey, hello, Shepherd Club.
Merry Christmas!
Yeah.
There he is.
Yep.
Yeah, welcome, Jim.
Too bad my rear.
Merry Christmas to you, Shepherd.
Shepherd Claus here. Yeah. Eject Mikey Sue. There he goes.
Yeah. Now wait. This is real. This is real. See?
Yeah, mine's real too, but short.
That's real.
Yeah.
All right, so we're on the TV here. They're doing the news segments and stuff here. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
There's a better picture.
Okay.
So we get a bunch of man titties for you guys here. Yeah, apparently, you just listen to the news. Apparently, by 2025, we'll have a second woman. So they're trying to say that even back then they're trying to say a woman would be president.
Excuse me, damn.
But every single one that
time,
was,
they actually. You could argue they did have a woman president at that time because Bill was off messing around with some interns, and
rain is coming.
There was someone else sitting in the Oval Office.
Just like I got yelled at the kid.
Hey, Deej, what's up?
Okay.
Santa.
Yeah,
in
I don't know.
Space.
Yeah, Santa in space.
Hey, Deej,
Yeah.
I'm willing to
And
bet
Deej says his man titties are better.
So I'll give you that.
But we really don't want to find out.
I don't know if I would claim that, though, seriously. Yeah, I don't want to know either. My brain hurts. That's what he said.
Okay, let's get back to the movie here.
My brain
we're only
brain? What is brain?
We got a whole lot more of this to go.
All right, so we got him going at
man.
What were they discussing again? Because
this is his potential customer. He's explaining to the guy how the technology works and where it came from. Basically, it was developed for the feds, but the feds didn't exactly use it, so it went underground. And now guys like Nero there use it to basically subvert the drugs and porn industry.
Oh yeah. Well, you gotta adapt with the technology.
Yeah.
That's why our government's
Hey, Deej, I don't think I wanted to know that.
Yeah, we didn't need to hear that, Deej.
Let's see.
No, seriously.
Hey, my moves are perky. Larry, but perky.
Hey, that sounds like a personal problem, man. Ho, ho, ho.
Here, if we can videotape it, Dean.
Yeah, that's a major beast mode problem. You gotta fix that.
Man. Yeah, if my audio goes goofy, let me know.
Okay.
Because I'm on that camera.
Yeah. And they keep going. At first, I thought they were talking about cocaine for a second because they kept saying it's pure and uncut.
Yeah. Yeah, they threw as much drug and porn lingo in there and other stuff as they could just to emphasize the fact that this is very addictive stuff.
Yeah.
And damaging.
Yeah. He's really convincing trying to sell it to him.
Hey, PvP.
Hey, Pickles, how's it going? Oh, I gotta put the link in again. All right, that's the StreamYard link. And Teague says, I don't know, it kind of looks fun. Yeah, it does look fun. Doesn't mean it's not addicting.
Yep. Welcome back, Mikey.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, guys. Right. And I wanted to tell Shepard real quick that this is a cute little kitten that my wife found a few years ago, for downloading avatars. So, yeah, he's in the snow. Okay, that's enough for me. Sorry. Go ahead.
Kitty.
All right. So he's getting his virtual reality headset. Oh. Stop, man. Stop. Ugh.
Yeah.
Pop. Oh.
Hey,
We're getting
hey,
snow here today.
Yeah, well,
nice.
welcome to PvP.
And it's snowing.
Yeah, we got a little bit.
Oh shit. Sorry, I had to change. I got to kill my YouTube audio because I know it's getting echo. Sorry.
Yeah. Then apparently, he's watching her and all that stuff.
You know, I went out to get my few groceries right at 12 noon, and it just started to little flakes were coming down. I was like, oh fuck! I went out just at the perfect time. Because I imagine by tomorrow morning it's going to be like fucking snow everywhere, right? I hate snow.
Well, it makes me really better with snowing here today.
I know as a Canadian, I'm not supposed to say shit like that, but I hate fucking snow. It's like, fuck snow, melt in hell, snow. That's what I think about snow.
I hate snow too because I got to work in it.
Mm. Driving on snowy highways suck bad. They really do.
Yeah. And T Gear says addiction is a choice. I'll quit tomorrow. And Jim says that sounds like a personal problem, Deej.
I don't think addiction is really a choice. It depends on your family history, right?
Oh.
I'm not going into it anymore tonight because I'm only on here because I'm waiting for Pop's going to be doing his from the lab stream about 15 minutes from now. So I just thought to pop on and say hi, hello. And that Jill's going on at like 11 o'clock tonight, my time, Pacific time, and she's doing her birthday stream. It's like, holy shit! Is everybody going on live tonight, or am I hallucinating?
I'm not.
It's like nope, everybody's going live.
I went live 2050.
Yeah, I had to started here because the kid decided that she's gonna start pressing all kinds of buttons that froze it up.
Well, I finally got my goddamn crappy old plastic Christmas tree out of the closet today, and I set it up, and I put a few lights on it, and then I somehow I managed to get the lights twisted around my fucking legs, and I fell on the floor. And it took, when you're 65, falling on the floor is not a not a thrill. It took me 10 fucking minutes to grab onto the furniture to crawl up and get my legs back under me. Yeah, Mikey, it's not fun, is it? It's very scary.
Nope, it's not fun at all. Even at 60.
Man. But I did get back on my. I did get back on my legs, and that's why I'm talking to you fine fellows now, because I did manage to survive for another day. Yeah, it is. It is fucking scary, though, isn't it, guys?
Well,
it is.
I mean, I mean, when we go through here, Suzanne and I, because we have 2 cats, we have 2 litter boxes, and they're on the floor. So let's see, 58-year-old and the 57-year-old trying to crawl on the floor to, clean up cat poo and and try to get back up off the floor. Yeah,
hi everybody.
Good luck with that.
Welcome.
Hey, what's up?
It's very difficult.
I'm on cloud 9. I hit 700 subs today.
Cool.
Nice. It is kind of cool.
Congratulations.
All right, and thanks to everybody who joined me.
Strange days.
Yay!
I have not seen
this. Congratulations, Stig.
Thank you. Yeah, this movie's good.
1995. You've never seen it? Oh, you should get it on Blu-ray, my friend.
Yeah, I've not seen this one.
They don't do a very good job capturing the year 2000, but the futuristic ideas and stuff, like the idea behind the movie, it's pretty cool. Like basically with tech, you can record and relive someone else's emotions and memories. So it's like we could take this and strap it to like Tommy Lee and have him have like threesome, and then you just like put it on. And you're like, like you relive whatever they do. So I think the one everyone wants is somebody falling off a building.
You missed that earlier.
But that was like a coveted one. It's like, yeah, he goes all the way off. You see every right to the end. It's like, all right, I'll
and
pay
as
for
I was
it.
mentioning.
But Nero doesn't deal in that sort of stuff.
Yeah, and as I was mentioning earlier, Admiralty, they got the systems with VR that you can literally walk into worlds, and have all that experience, exactly what they were going through in the early years here in this movie. So, we've got that now.
Well,
everybody has that.
I think. Well, you
that's
feel
like
it.
having fun now.
Yeah,
with your mind.
The difference is here. No, the difference is here. Like we could play a video game where you do all those things, but you feel it. Like it's capturing their emotions. Like it replicates them. Like you go through whatever the person who fell off the building felt. It's like we're recording their brain waves, and you can play them back into your mind. That's the situation here.
Get the adrenaline rush, and you feel it as they hit bottom.
Right.
And you feel everything else like what they show
in
the more graphic scenes that Nero's going to be tortured with.
Right. And then it's over. You're like, and it never happened. So people are like fascinated by this. And like a lot of the stuff is like snuff oriented, as we said. And like, that's the thing. Like some of this tech is like not so terrible. Is it developed off of cop tech, right? The cops have it first.
They said it was developed for the feds. It's the only real detail they go into it.
Yeah, it's some kind of evil government plan.
Oh no, not that.
Are there any other kind?
All right, so what was this scene?
He's just the client. This is an info dump scene.
Oh, okay. You
can go probably 3 minutes ahead.
3 minutes, huh?
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a bunch of.
You meet Sam or Max. I believe it's Max.
Yeah, I'm going to head out, guys. I'm got some other streams to do tonight. So anyway, have fun. Have fun.
Nice
have
seeing
fun,
you,
everybody.
Pleasant Valley. Sorry.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Have fun, guys. I'm just going to crash because I got like another stream to go on in about 45 minutes. So
all right.
Anyway, have a good one, boys. Have a good one.
All right, bye.
All right,
PvP has left the building.
Oh yeah, so this is where we learn that he's poor because he's getting his car towed. He says he'll give it $350, but the guy won't take a check. There.
Would you take his check?
Depends if I need a rubber or not.
A known scumbag dealer. He offers you a check.
He's got money. He's a drug dealer, like you said. I'm trusting him. Why shouldn't a drug dealer have the same kind of services as anybody else? It's going to be nice to me.
The check will go boing, boing, just like that.
Yeah, maybe I'd ask for half in cash right now. Like, listen, I'm not the most cynical man in the world. Also, not here be played a fool.
Yeah. Then he offers him what I thought it was a real Rolex at first, but the guy just takes off.
Yeah. Real or not, he's taken off.
Yeah.
But Nero's the type of guy that he makes a good amount of money off of this stuff, but he's always putting out so much capital and looking for the next score. All his money goes out faster than it's coming in.
Yeah. Here, and he says, my father was a total alcoholic after Vietnam. He decided the top. It's a choice.
What can I tell you? That's just I will say this, people who can't stop, like I've seen AA work a lot. I'm not going to scoff at that. But I think it's a choice. That's to me. Sickness, not a disease. You can't catch it, right?
Not all
VR
diseases
makes
are
me
communicable.
nauseous if
They're
on for 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, Hakeem. I can't go maybe 20 minutes on those headsets.
Think about it. They hadn't conceived of the plasma screen TV.
Oh, we must have lost Mikey again here.
Speaking of,
Mikey has left the building.
Oh, there we go.
Damn it. Kitty, kitty.
All right. So yeah, we get a bunch of stuff on TV here. Is this still the expo dump? Pretty much.
Yeah, they're telling people about the Jericho one, who Jericho one was, and the fact that he got shot in what is suspected to be gang related.
And there's the Queen of Wakanda, ladies and gentlemen. She made good life choices. She still looks pretty much the same way.
Yeah.
And R.I.P. to the
Oh, she's in Wakanda.
Isn't Angela Bassett the Queen of Wakanda?
Yeah, she's the Black Panther's mother.
She compassionately decides to withdraw all aid from the rest of the world from Wakanda, and so it's like you're thinking like, wow, doesn't the vibranium cure like cancer, kids? You're really mean.
No, she looks familiar for some reason though.
She's in What's Love Got to Do with It. She's in a couple of sci-fi movies. She has an Academy Award for What's Love Got to Do with It.
Yeah.
She's really good actress, and she's aged great. She looks fantastic.
Yeah, you saw Black Panther, didn't you, Gorilla?
Yeah, she has.
That's Angela Bassett.
She was a good actress in that. Yeah. This is her.
She looks way different now than she did.
She looks different, but she doesn't look terrible.
Well, it's the dreads.
Yeah, the Wakanda outfit's not the greatest, but even in that terrible role, she was okay.
Oh, okay. I see where I recognized her from now. I know where I recognize her from now. She's from 911.
Now she's in 911.
Yeah, she's in 9.
Think about this.
Yeah, she's great
60.
in yeah.
She's 60? She didn't look that old in 911.
She looks fucking great.
Yeah.
That's why I keep saying over and over, she looks great. Yeah, she looks a little different,
right,
but yeah, no, she looks great. Yeah, she's 62.
Yeah,
she
did Teak. You remember her in Teak. You remember her in Event Horizon with Fishburne?
I forgot she was in that, but yeah, I guess she is. I thought that was Miranda Otto.
I didn't know she was it.
Yeah.
I believe
I remember that being a white. I remember that being a white lady named Miranda Otto. Call me crazy. I'm gonna IMDb Event Horizon though. Let's figure that one out.
All right, so
yeah, I don't see Event Horizon on her IMDb page.
Yeah.
She was in Supernova, which is sort of similar to Event Horizon.
I don't think I saw that one.
Yeah. So now he's getting a ride home because his car gets towed. Well, she has to go pick up a client because she has to be the bodyguard for him. And
she actually has a legit job.
Yeah. You know, I better be getting paid pretty damn good money to have to bodyguard some of these people.
My problem is this one. Is Ray Fiennes and Ralph Fiennes the same person? Is his name just simply sometimes spelled the European way because he's like so British? And where does Joseph Fiennes fit in?
No clue. I know the guy's face, but
Joseph Fiennes looks close enough to Ralph Fiennes to be his brother.
Yeah.
All right. So they go up to a party there and go. Yeah, they know the guy. That's what I wonder if that would actually work. You know, you just wave at someone and they just wave back and go, "See, they know me," so you can get in.
That does work.
and so he has to go pick up. I don't know what the importance of this guy was.
Oh, that's just a client. He'll be in and out. He's just a means to an end.
Yeah, so he goes out and takes him out to the car. And she's keeping her calm, and then she just flips out on him once she closes the door.
Yeah. When he crosses the line, he tries to insert his business onto her business. And she's okay with what he does as long as he keeps it out and away from her clients. And because that stuff is highly, highly illegal. And that's the only job she has to support her family. Highly illegal.
Okay.
Monkey business.
Yeah. Well, you think there'd just be regulations on it, not make it outright illegal. So yeah, he's trying to sell it to this guy here. And come on. Just wanting to freeze up on me here. And so she's
illegal the way cocaine is illegal. The cops don't like it, but it's so highly available. Yeah. It's widely available, and there's not really crap they can do about it.
Okay. So yeah, she slams over, pulls over. She tears him out of the car and just starts yelling at him. But then she thinks she's gonna get fired. So, all right. So yeah. Now we're getting to the parts where I start remembering stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. He hoodwinks his way into going to the club he wanted to get a ride to. It's like all good businessmen on a foreign trip. They want to go to the sleazier side of town to get the more sleazier women.
Yeah. And then he's heading over.
Y'all have a good night. I gotta take off. We'll see you later on. Probably see you at Pops.
Yeah.
We'll see you, Jim.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, so he's trying to make his way. Then this one guy, that's the guy's bodyguard there, but that guy wanted him to see him for some reason. I can't remember. Well, we can guess what the reason probably is, but
yeah, it's the girl. Because that's his ex's new boyfriend.
Oh, so is he supposed to pop him off?
Yeah, just rough him up a bit.
Okay.
What's this going on? Nothing's going on there.
Goes on a window. All right. So yeah. Yeah, then he gets some kind of letter. There's a note addressed to him in the hotel room there. I think it's the scene that I partially missed. What's that note about?
That has a disc in it.
Oh wait, is that the murder disc?
Yeah, the murder disc of the girl.
Okay. So yeah, he puts it on. Now we're back at the club. We got her singing and dancing, putting on a seductive dance.
Whoever they got to do the voiceover did a pretty good job.
Oh, was it voiced over?
But it had to be.
Juliette
Lewis does not have a great voice.
Okay.
Either that or it's some miracle of auto-tune.
Did they
I
even
don't
have
think
auto-tune?
that exists yet. They had the first auto-tune it's not functional, but it's that year. It's in Cher, I believe. Isn't that the first attempt at auto-tune?
One
I'm
of
not
the
sure.
earliest, I know. I'm not sure though.
I know the effect was a mistake in the auto-tune, and she's like, no, it's cool, leave it. So she actually had some ownership of that idea.
Yeah. And hey, Scurvy, welcome, welcome.
Hey, Lemon.
Hello.
And Mikey says VR helmets today, Hakeem, are very disorienting. Yeah? We're actually making pretty good time on this. This is when he confronts her in the bathroom, and he pretty much tells her, just go the fuck away.
Yeah. She's pushing him away. He's just too hung up on her.
She's got such a great body. Juliette Lewis is pretty hot.
Eat a couple cheeseburgers, then we'll talk.
I don't know, man. Good enough for Brad Pitt, good enough for me, man, if he could be engaged to her.
Yeah,
I don't know. Brad Pitt has some iffy tastes.
Hey, I need a little bit more.
Angelina Jolie.
They're tough people to hang out with, but easy people to. Well, let's just say they have a certain appeal that goes beyond their bad personalities.
I'm not saying she's ugly and all that, but I'm what they call a chubby chaser. So,
you know what's really weird? Just on a quick aside, when I went to Europe, I just missed the show by a day, but Blondie had played in Amsterdam, and the opening act of all things was Juliette Lewis, and then Mila Jovovich, and then Blondie. They're pop stars in Europe.
Wow.
Yeah, Juliette Lewis toured.
She toured. That means they had auto-tune by then.
I think Juliette Lewis actually is a decent, might just actually be an okay singer. I don't know. Like Mila Jovovich can also actually sing.
Yeah. Is there much to talk about them two talking?
Not really. She's pushing him away to try to get him out of her business, and he's just like a dog trying to get his favorite bone.
Okay. Oh. All right. So, I have a feeling I need a new pair of headphones by the end of the weekend here. All right.
Yeah. Something nice and cordless would help you out a lot.
Yeah, but then I'd have to figure out how to hook up the Bluetooth here. Because I already tried hooking up Bluetooth headphones to it and it didn't work.
What is it?
So, and she's just throwing my money around.
Well, can be lucky she's just throwing it for now. Give her another 5 years, 10 years. She'll be throwing it at very, very bad department stores and any random thing she sees on the internet.
It'd be more Amazon because we don't have too many department stores around here. And look, we get her back again. So she's getting right. And they're breaking into the... Oh, this is where he gets the...
Yeah, this is the disc that he got in that envelope.
Okay.
You're going to want to really rush through this.
Well, they don't show any. Oh yeah,
they don't show a lot of it, but they do have kind of a thing on depictions of graphic rape and murder.
Oh yeah. So yeah, okay. So I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna fast forward through these scenes here. There,
right? Like we said, when you're being a horrible criminal or crazy stuff like that, is when people like to buy your memories, so that they don't have to experience it. But whatever. It's like, I guess the analogy is it's mind porn.
Yeah.
And this tape right here is like the height of it really starts kicking off the movie.
Yeah.
There, because now they got it, because they find out they can't trust the police and all that. So who are they gonna? They gotta try to solve the murder themselves. Oh, and then he opens the eyes there and just has her like staring into the camera. Okay, I think we'll get past that part there.
Yeah. And what he did there, he put one of those devices on her head and wired it to the one he was wearing. So she was feeling what he was doing to her and feeling what he was feeling while he was doing it to her.
That's crazy. That is, they had a lot of fun with this technology, this imaginary, technology that was like, like I said, they don't really do a good job of nailing 1999, or maybe they do, because aside from this tech, it looks just like 1995. 1999 wasn't that different. But yeah, like I said, we all wish that Tommy Lee had one of those back in the 90s, right? When he was married to Pamela Anderson. I would buy a copy of that. Or even better, when he was married to Heather Locklear.
It sounds nice, but then you also get the effect of all that coke he was on.
Like I said, you're not really on it, you're just feeling it, right? So, I mean, it's not on you whether it works out.
Yeah, but still in the moment, it's like pumping your adrenaline, pumping your heart rate. That's one of the reasons why when he gets out of the car, Nero is vomiting, and it's not just the psychological damage he got. The thing was having such a profound physical effect on him.
Yeah, you truly feel everything, right? That's why people are getting hooked on this and paying money to feel other people's feelings.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would imagine I would have to train for a while to have actual sex with real Pamela Anderson from the 1990s anyway. So, I mean, this is something I'm still prepared to buy. I just know that now I can't use it tomorrow, right? I should have a doctor nearby, but I'm still going to use it.
Oh, yeah. Definitely have a doctor nearby.
Did you already read this chat?
The death of this particular prostitute was by one of those government goons who want the recording. That's what we're led to believe, Mikey.
Yeah. So. All right. Oh, I better get back to others. So, yeah. Then she tells her about the murder. You're like, are you serious? And then that's when we see the body come out of the thing. Then you got this guy. He's on it.
He handles the recording quite well, which should be a red flag.
Well, I think he's probably seen quite a few bad encounters like that.
Do you think they chose the right actor to play someone who had a really bad addiction problem?
Oh, yeah, Sizemore. Perfect casting for this one.
I wonder what he did to convince him that he was a huge drug addict. When he came in with the needle and it started blazing away on the crack pipe, we knew we had our guy.
Yeah, he does look really weird with the long hair, though.
Yeah, it's conspicuously a wig, right? Because he has to kind of get like a zero buzz cut to put on the tech.
Yeah, and he just normally seeing him with hair, not
he
just
usually
a
has
buzz
very
cut.
little.
Yeah.
Right, he's kind of balding, and when he does have hair, it's almost always short because even though he himself was like always on drugs, he played like authority figures, cops, and soldiers. So he usually had a pretty together look or a pretty military haircut.
Yeah. All right, so now I've never been in an elevator like that. But
I think it's the same building from Blade Runner, isn't it? Is it maybe the Bradbury building?
Similar. It's a freight elevator, so there's no real reason most people would ever be in it.
All right, so we got this gal again. I don't remember this scene, so I'm guessing this is.
Again, she's looking good.
So they're having fights and all. They're having a big old discussion. Do you have my caps lock on? There we go. Oh yeah, I had to restart it. That's why I was having problems. So. So wait, why does Lenny have to go to the hospital?
Because Lenny got his ass kicked.
All right. So this is where we find out he has fake
Lenny's
Rolexes.
about to get his ass kicked.
Yeah. Hey, oh, just a sec.
Yeah, this is one part I didn't really like. Those three no-name goons really don't fit the job description very well.
Yeah.
It's like they got three random people and dressed them up in punk rock gear and said, yeah, you're goons. And they don't look like they can rough people up at all. They look kind of like tweakers.
Yeah. So what was this? Yeah, they're trying to decide what to do there. Oh,
yeah, he's remembering when he ran into the girl what they're trying to discuss and that she wanted to go out to his car.
Yeah,
so he's slowly putting together.
What I love about these 20th century movies is that they didn't have a problem having an attractive cast, huh?
Yeah.
It's all good-looking people. Wow.
No, that guy with this officer here is not that good looking.
No, but he's perfect for the role. He looks like a cop who's a jerk. You know what I mean? Like, he does not look like a cool cop or a nice cop. Uh-oh. It's almost time for Y2K. I hope all the servers don't go down.
Yeah, so there's not much to discuss in this scene because I don't even remember. If it's worth talking about, it'd be worth remembering.
Yeah, it's just Max calling Nero, giving him an update, move the plot.
All right.
I'm going to say this very good, not very long movie does have a couple of moments where the pacing just like, bleh, and you're like, you don't care for a couple of minutes, but then it catches itself before too long.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
But you definitely feel the 2.5 hour runtime.
Oh, yeah. This is
They could have cut 20 minutes out of this fucking movie easily.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. They could probably cut 45 minutes out of this.
Maybe.
Yeah. You got to imagine the writer. It's like, we got a movie idea, but it's only about 90 minutes. It's like, well, there's no appetite for your movie at 2 hours. Let's make it like a whole hour longer. It's like, okay, yeah, I'll just bloat the hell out of it.
They had to make room for the cast. They weren't big names at the time, but they still wanted to pad it out to give everyone a little bit more screen time.
I think
there's a lot of stuff with Juliette Lewis there that they don't really need.
There's 2 Academy Award winners at that time already in this movie, though. She has one, right, from Cape Fear, a Child Actor Academy Award, and Angela Bassett already has hers from What's Love Got to Do with It in like 91.
Yeah. Is there anything to talk about in this scene?
I believe this is when he's getting another tape, or are we not at that yet?
I don't know. Then here we got the military moving in, it looks like.
And those are like the shortest lived military vehicles we ever had. In Black Hawk Down, they're the ones that are like, these things are terrible. We can't keep using them.
Oh, you talk about these Humvees here?
Those particular Humvees are called, I think they're called Bradley vehicles. They were like, they were from the 90s in the Gulf War. Like, we gave away as many as we could, and we just gave the rest of the National Guard. They can't stand up to combat. We have the MRAP replace them.
Okay. I thought to say maybe they sucked up too much fuel to make it worth them.
No, they didn't have anywhere near enough armor. They were never good enough. They're poorly designed from day one, and the Army was like stupid about it.
Yeah, that looks like the knockoff Hummers.
Basically, they ordered 20,000 of them before they were field tested.
Yeah, there's a bunch of problems. There's a movie about it with Kelsey Grammer and Greg Kinnear, where they're trying to stop them from making them, and they do it, and like the end of the movie, just like, it doesn't matter, we'll be fine. And then we found out like right away, like they got rid of them within the first 2 years of the second Gulf War. They're like, these are not working out.
Yeah.
I wonder if that is before or after the H1 was essentially the H1.
Yeah.
I think we knew that they were a failure from the failure at Black Hawk Down, right? So from 94 on, they're like, wow, we got to get rid of these things fast. Like a bunch of civilians just banged them up. We can't take them out in combat.
Okay, so I remember this scene here. You got they got the guy there asking for the disc there, and he just handed over. He says it's in the briefcase there, so he hands it over to him.
Yeah, this is when they go to the impound lot to retrieve the actual evidence from his impounded car.
Yeah.
And have a good night, Mikey.
Yeah, see ya, Mikey. Oh wait, he said, I'm going to finish Suzanne's wonderful noodle, sauerkraut, meat, mashed potatoes dinner, and I'll hopefully see you guys later on Jill's midnight birthday. Yeah, I'm not going to be. I probably won't be up for that.
Yeah, midnight's a little late.
Well, it'd be 12 o'clock for you, or 10 o'clock for you.
I don't care. That's still pretty late for me.
Yeah. So yeah, they take the discs and that. Then she puts 2 in them, but he has a vest on. So they get up and they just start hammering, and she goes, "Don't worry, it's bulletproof glass, bullet-resistant glass." And my best part was, whatever happened to bulletproof? They had to stop saying bulletproof there because I think someone blew out supposedly a bulletproof glass there, and they got sued for false advertisement.
Yeah. Well, there's bulletproof, and then there's bulletproof. It can stand up to a handgun, but when someone's grabbing a 50 cal, that's where stuff becomes quote unquote bullet resistant.
Yeah. Then they managed to shoot out the tires, and it locked up. Why did you ram the truck? Why did you ram it?
Defensive maneuver.
Quick question: aren't their guns supposed to be like beyond the Blade Runner gun, right? Like, even though it's only 5 years in the future, they've got some pretty powerful handguns now, like out of proportion to what you could expect. Is that why it's not that bulletproof?
I didn't see that. I think they're just military grade.
I'm pretty sure. Well, here, what's the? Oh, I think they got some pretty high caliber handguns.
Yeah, I don't think not quite Blade Runner, but a little better than what they would have had in real 1999.
Yeah, they got more than just like a 9mm. They got like military grade stuff.
Yeah, like everyone's basically packing a Desert Eagle with explosive rounds.
Yeah, they never really went too much detail into the weaponry because not overly important.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say you're right. Apparently this ain't working for the caliber, then I'd have to switch over to chrome, and I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, anyhow, she should have rammed the truck, but she didn't. Then you start shooting the window there, but it doesn't go through. So starts splashing. Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel being in that vehicle with the flames surrounding like that.
Yeah, it'd look pretty bad. But the key when you're doing something like that, sure, get some gas on top and the windows to scare them, but focus a little more on the engine block. Overheat some critical components so they can't do what they do.
Oh yeah, because there's just here we'll just because yeah, they're afraid of the gas tank.
This is their biggest action sequence.
The gas tank's gonna go any second. Hold on.
Oh, now they're gonna have the climate people on their ass because they're polluting the water.
It's 1995. The waters in LA were pretty much as scummy as you can get.
Yeah. And here's the thing with... Oh, go ahead, T.
I was going to say, just say what Jerem said was right. Yeah, like 20th century water.
Yeah. Yeah, with this here... This car took way too long to fill up with water. Especially with it's been shot up. It should have filled up a lot faster.
Well, in theory, it retained most of its armored structure.
Yeah, but it got smashed around. It got smashed around and dented up, and the doors got hit, so you no longer have that seal on the doors, even. It should have filled up a lot faster.
Well, movie logic.
Yeah, so.
Their escape scene is really cool, though.
Yeah. And she goes back and she grabs a shotgun and she blows the trunk off. And these guys, not even looking around, they're like, oh, fuck it, let's go get a cheeseburger. When really they came up right next to this thing there. Then she called this guy and come pick him up. Alright. So it goes and picks up her son. They're going to go to their Aunt Celia's house. Because they know they're coming for the house. I like how she put the hand in it. She goes, oh, yeah, we're good, yeah. Ugh. Shit, there's still an hour left of this damn movie. Yeah, there's the disc. And the good old hood where they let the kids play with fireworks. Then apparently he's showing her what happened. And they said that's very important to keep the eyes closed or else you'll see double. Now, like, why would you? So that tells you that the technology isn't perfect.
Yeah, well, you'd be getting the input from the device and input from your own eyes.
Oh, yeah. I suppose. Yeah. Apparently, these guys. Now, what was the scene? I can't remember. They're getting chased, ain't it? Oh, yeah, they got pulled over. I'm just going to play this scene here.
You too. Suppose you pulled us over because you had suspects spitting out description in the area. Is that what you're going to tell me? Well, what was the description? 2 black males in a car? Yeah, right. I heard.
See, I'm surprised he didn't get smacked upside the head with the baton right there for just the way he was mouthing off.
Normally, that would be how they depict it. But they got something better planned for it. Everything okay, Gorilla? Could unplug something?
We're experiencing operating difficulties. Please stand by. Hit those like and follow buttons. It will help us power up the computer, which shows us the images.
Yeah. Let's get Gorilla to that monetization so he can actually afford some better internet and a new laptop computer.
That's right. And some better feed for the hamsters that run the generator in his basement.
Yeah.
Well, Jerm, I overslept today because I got so trashed last night. What was this morning? What was the winner of the cartoon? Was it Mr. Magoo?
That was last week. This week we had Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That's a classic. I love it.
Yeah.
What a great movie. What's in the running for next week?
Next week, the poll should be live tomorrow morning. I believe I have it scheduled for either midnight or 5 a.m. is usually when I have them scheduled. That'll be a choice of 3 different Nutcracker variants.
Oh, that's cool.
Tom and Jerry, the Nutcracker Prince, and I am spacing out on the last one.
The Smurfs Nutcracker. No, I'm trying. Captain Caveman's Nutcracker Suite. That I would like to see Captain Caveman in a Nutcracker.
Care Bears Nutcracker.
Oh, okay.
1988.
I still think Captain Caveman might have an edge on them as far as his Nutcracker approach. I think that he has the subtle acting beats and dignity to pull off a Nutcracker the way that we all expect it to be. And Gorilla is returned to us.
Yeah.
By the way,
Gorilla.
Hey, it ain't a Gorilla live stream if my computer don't die.
There you go.
True.
This literally happens.
Kingdom thing you got?
Oh, that's for my new series there that I've started. I don't know. Oh, I muted myself to turn off the camera. It says, cracking your nuts might hurt. Yeah? So yeah, you can tell that tensions are high in this show just because the way the cops just treat the people there. You can tell that the tensions between the community and the government there is really hostile.
Yeah.
when
they
they make this,
thinking LA riots would just make things worse.
Well, we had just had some, right? So, and the OJ verdicts in the air, dividing people too, still just happened.
What year was OJ?
94 was I think the verdict's 95.
Okay. So same year this was made, not the same year that takes place in.
I'll tell you right now. I know June 12th, 1994 was the killing.
So yeah,
most about a year. I think it was September 95 might have been the verdict. I'll find out in a second.
That sounds about right.
So then we get to trains. And here she finally see what happens.
By the way, O.J. Simpson turned down to play the Terminator. People thought he was come off too nice. No one would ever believe he would do that.
Huh. You cannot have anybody but Arnold as the Terminator.
I agree. I just can't imagine O.J. killing anyone. And let's remember, he was found innocent.
Well, I can't get found
October...
money.
All right. It sounds to me like the trial is almost definitely going on, unless this is a Christmas movie, because the verdict is October 3rd, 95.
Yeah, so they probably would have wrapped up this movie summer of 95.
Let's find out when the release of Strange Days was. I'm on it, guys.
All right.
I believe it was pretty late in the year.
All right, so and we got more fires in the streets. Yeah, because the national. I'm wondering if they're filming this around the same time as the trial was going on. That's where they got the idea of having the National Guard in the streets all over the place. They're pretty sure around the time the verdict was coming down, I bet you they had the National Guard deployed just in case.
I don't think they're deployed. I think they were mobilized on their base, ready to roll out. But because of the nature of the verdict, not guilty. One, there was no riot, and two, I think just like most people just walked around starkly surprised for a couple of days at how divided Americans were. And I guess that's when we first start realizing that there's no trusting the news.
This was released October 13th, 1995.
I was just
all
figure that out.
Right at the time.
Wow, 7 days later. 7 days after the verdict, this came out. So if you were all fired up on the verdict on Monday, on the previous Friday, don't worry about it. You just have to get through that weekend. By next week, you can go see Strange Days.
Yeah.
I'm sure if they had OJ riots, they would have moved the movie back a little bit.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Welcome, C4.
Hey, Cam.
I'd also say the strange thing about OJ, just real quick, is that good did come of it, because even though we all know who did that shit, the fact is they weren't collecting the DNA in a way that was going to hold up. And if they had established that as the way they did it, there would be so many innocent people in jail. So he got arrested later on for being a dick.
Oh, yeah, holding several people at gunpoint to get back merchandise that he had sold.
I also think the most likely explanation for what happened in 95 is he was guilty, and then they framed him. You can have it both ways on that one. It wouldn't change anything.
Wait! They couldn't charge him guilty in the criminal thing a couple days later because they couldn't even retry him because it was double jeopardy.
And because they proved some other bullshit. The evidence that went missing that turned up 2 years ago, it turned out some cop had stolen some evidence from the crime scene, right?
Okay, I didn't follow the O.J. Simpson that closely.
This only came out a couple of years. I didn't follow it totally closely either. This came out a couple of years ago. I just remember when the verdict came out, everyone was shocked because people felt completely different ways about it. And the other one was that the worst of the witnesses was the one who seemed to have told the most of the truth.
Yeah, and I was just a toddler when this all went down. Just a
I
wee
think,
little lad.
to be honest with you, I think they were like, he definitely did it. Let's leave this glove over by his house so that we can tie this up in a neat little bow. And I think they were right when they assumed he did it, but that's no way to convict someone.
Yeah, they got lazy. And then
They just
Johnny Cochran.
They wanted a slam dunk, yeah. And then they proved that everything that happened at the crime scene was so sloppily done that no one should be sent to jail on it, and that's just the way it was.
Yeah. But I'd say I'd give Cochran most of the credit. That son of a bitch could get the devil off of charges of mutiny.
I fucking met him in the Woolworth building. I saw something happen like in a case against like an oil company, right? Like at a Sunoco, at a Shell station, a case, one of those big freezers that hold soda fell over onto a fucking kid like while I was working there. And it took like 10, 12 years to work its way through the legal system. So there I am, like 30. And they're like, we need you to like testify. So I did like the right thing. And I said what I saw happen. But on the way out, they like, oh, this is Johnny Cochran and this is so-and-so. It was like, remember Lomel Brown, the football player, got hit in the eye with the flag and had to retire?
I don't remember that.
It was a penalty flag. And instead of now they're filled with unpopped popcorn, but they used to be filled with BB pellets. And the guy threw it like a fastball. It caught the player in the eye, and it ended his career, and he had to sue the NFL. And Johnny Cochran was his lawyer. He won that one very easily.
Yeah, I don't imagine most of the cases Cochran had were very difficult for him.
I'll tell you
this: the guy could get the devil off on charges.
I said hello to the football player, and I said I thought it was a tragedy what happened, and then I just said to Cochran, I was like, I used the line from Tombstone, like, forgive me if I don't shake your hand. I was a little bit of a dick. I didn't realize at the time that he probably had done the right thing by saving people from bad process, because we just knew that a guilty guy walked, right?
Yeah. Well, that's probably not the most corrupt thing he's ever done in his life.
OJ or Johnny?
Johnny. I'm sure Johnny's done a lot worse than OJ ever even thought of doing.
I love that Howard Stern used to call him Johnny Cockring.
Yeah. Now imagine going from the nice, beautiful black cars he had to driving this red piece of shit.
The cars of this period of time were not inspiring. We actually have slightly better cars now. This is as bland as look at the car it's driving past. That car is interesting. That parked like 1968 Kremlin or whatever the hell it might be. Chrysler Imperial.
Oh, we're not going to see better of it.
Too bad.
So here we got a body. Oh, the fried. His brain got fried.
Yeah, that's what happens when you mess with the amperage of something plugging into your frontal cortex.
And just think, they want to hook you up to the neural net.
Yeah, you're not getting me anywhere near that.
Yeah. And apparently they're all paranoid and stuff.
Yeah, he's spinning that yarn of this whole cop conspiracy of wanting to go back to the old ways and dragging the blacks behind a car and lynchings and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, sorry.
Really feeding into the race war stuff.
Did somebody say race war? Hold on, I wasn't paying attention. That's I'm fascinated now. Oh wait, we're gonna have Juliette Lewis sing. Well, I guess she can, right?
Yeah, she's singing and dancing up there, you know.
I don't think Blondie would let her open for them if she was terrible. You know what I mean? Like maybe she's just okay. I don't think she writes her own music either.
I think this is Nero making his last plea.
Yeah, he's just begging to get back with her and stuff.
Desperate to protect her. Desperate to save her.
Juliette Lewis is now 50, by the way. Well, Juliette Lewis is on tour right now.
People pay to hear her sing?
Honestly, for what I heard, she's okay.
Yeah. Okay, or okay for a 90s performer. Because we know how Britney Spears and NSYNC actually sound.
She might be in like a little bit earlier in the 90s, you know what I mean? But I think compared to some of the music I've heard associated with so-called modern pop music, there's a strong possibility that she might actually be really good compared to other people out today.
Yeah.
At least she came up on better music. She's 50.
Yeah,
she's at least heard good music in her life.
Yeah. But if you ever get a chance, listen to Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera, NSYNC, or any of those people without the auto-tune treatment. You'll appreciate
some of them
old
can sing.
music.
I think some of the NSYNC guys could probably sing. I don't think Britney Spears probably can sing, but with Juliette Lewis, think about it. She had this acting career. She just wanted to sing. Like it kind of goes hand in hand that everybody you know who can act probably also is a great singer. Like look at Val Kilmer, like several singing roles.
Yeah, but he never really could act.
I thought he was a good actor, personally. I liked Val Kilmer, but that's me.
I can't get over what he did to Batman.
I appreciate that he quit after that. He said he thought he was going to be doing like a Burton-like Batman movie, and then they pulled that on him, and he wanted out, and he said right away, "I'm never doing another. I'm not going to do another movie after this." Like they were still making that movie when he was like, "I'll finish this, but then I'm out." So I don't know. I mean, he's got a weird reputation.
Yeah.
She looks kind of cute here. Juliette Lewis sometimes looks really cute.
A little bit skinny for me.
Some of us like him skinny. But let's just say Juliette Lewis, it's all put together real well most of the time. When she has control of her wardrobe, she dresses and looks terrible, though. She has like the world's worst taste in clothes, and she'll do terrible things to her hair. But not a bad looking lady. She looks pretty hot, and I guess her best movie's got to be Old School, though, right? Or is it Cape Fear or Old School? Which one is it?
Old School, I'm not a big fan of because of Will Ferrell.
That's like the one movie where I'm like, he's not in it enough to wreck it, and even though he's annoying, like there's so much Will Ferrell control in this movie that he doesn't hurt it at all. Like he was used well. Like that was the only time I was like, there was not too much Will Ferrell in this movie. We didn't overdose on him. He was just like kept in proportion, exactly where he should have been. So while not great, it wasn't like one of those terrible. Because I know exactly what you mean. Like say an Anchorman 2, where just like Will Ferrell's just kind of there, and you don't understand why he thinks he's being funny.
Yeah, he has an annoying habit of thinking he's funny. Most of those guys off of SNL.
Well, there hasn't been an SNL movie. Hasn't it been 10 years since they made one, right? Wasn't the last SNL movie MacGruber? Like that, they got that bad. It was like Ernest saves his family, and then Stewart saves his family, and then MacGruber, and they're like, you know what? It's time to end the SNL movies.
Not even just the SNL skits they turned into. I mean, the actors. Adam Sandler. I never saw the benefit of Adam Sandler being in a movie.
Yeah.
No, me either. And we found out Carrie Fisher wrote him.
All right. So with this scene here, I got a question. Was she pulling the gun out on again? I can't remember.
What scene is this again?
They just got in the night.
Back 10 seconds.
Is this when they're 3 tweaker goons are coming after her in the club.
Oh, that might be.
Here we go. We get here's an answer that nobody can dispute. This is right after the guy in the suit does the thing. How's that? No one can dispute that. The guy in the suit has just done the thing, and now we're going to go to the place. It works.
Yeah, so now they're going topside or up top for the New Year's party. Yeah, he's talking to someone, I can't remember what.
Wow, you know who directed this was James Cameron's ex-wife, and he wrote part of the script.
Yeah. I think he has the lead writing credit on this one.
It was his original story, so I think he probably does. And
his company also has the his company also has the credit for inventing basically a prototype of the GoPro for the POV scenes.
He also copyrights a bunch of special effects in The Abyss.
So I guess he's a better person than I gave him credit for.
Cameron, you wouldn't you'd feel bad if your sister was married to him, but aside from that, like as a creator, aside from the last couple of years, yeah, he did a great job. And so I think sometimes what he says is because he's been in Hollywood so long, he's a fucking survivor. Like, so they're like, your movie's very violent. And he's just like, without missing a beat, he's like, I cut out 20 minutes of gunplay just not to glorify it. Because that movie was so goddamn long, he probably cut out 20 minutes of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
There was still a good 45 minutes of battling in there.
Yeah, he has a bad habit of making stuff way too long.
He was great in the 80s and 90s, and then like maybe like he reached his zenith with Titanic because it was something he really wanted to do. And since then, like he hasn't been quite as motivated. He's let a lot of his properties go to other people who didn't do as good of a job. And he's just enjoyed like going to the bottom of the ocean and other stuff like that. Like he's still like kind of a genius Renaissance man. And this story is still really pretty good. And Kathryn Bigelow does a pretty good job. I mean, this movie is memorable. It gets a little bit jumbled with virtuosity, where what do they do? They create the ultimate cybernetic criminal because they make a criminal program to study criminality for no real reason, and it gets itself like a hollow emitter. Yeah, and it gets a hollow emitter right out of Deep Voyager, and it's going around doing bad stuff. And I think who's the good guy in that one? It's Russell Crowe's the bad guy, and it's Denzel. Yeah. So these movies definitely have some shared ideas about the near future. And this near futurism thing, that was like big at like the end of the century. I don't know why they liked it so near. Because you're like, we're not going to get here in 38 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we get this here. And apparently, she's thinking they're designed for a reason that why. For some reason here.
Memories are designed to fit so they don't roll over you.
Because wasn't it meant for like interrogation and all that other stuff for the military?
I thought it was meant for like spying on drug dealers and stuff, so that you would have like a non-biased account. It's like you would go in there and make like you'd buy some like freaking space drugs from these people, and you'd have one of those on. Or your informant would have one on, you know what I mean, and wear it while they're doing like all the various jobs or breaking up the mob. You know, it was like the new version of wearing a wire. That's what I thought.
Yeah,
that's the original, right?
They never really go into much detail. As I said, it's the only real line of dialogue they give it was developed for the feds and didn't went black market.
You could see how it would make sense to have it like a totally accurate recording of what's going on as perceived through your senses without you interpreting it. Because they say memory is notoriously unreliable, right?
Right.
Yeah. So here we are. This is the big hoedown. This is their Times Square in LA, right?
Yeah, and it's completely sold out and all that. Oh, Alex, stop
But
pressing stop.
I just want to say to everybody, please stop coming to New York for New Year's Eve. You will not have any fun. And no one from New York would ever stand out there in January for 5 hours. You're nuts. We love you all. Come to New York, but don't do that.
Don't worry. I don't plan on going to New York at all.
You would love it here. You should come for like a Yankee game, though.
Yeah, but don't I have to pay? Now I have to pay like $25 just to go into Manhattan.
We'll take the subway from my place. It costs $3.
Yeah, because now they got, what's it called? On top of your toll tax, you got, was it a congestion tax?
There might be congestion pricing for tolls. The thing is, I haven't owned a car in 12 years. I get around really easily on public transportation. It goes simply everywhere. We have good public transportation. What can I say? Some places don't. I understand LA just doesn't.
So we got this here, this big old party. Stop, Haley.
And all the TV cameras in the world, like this, like the whole world's kind of watching this location too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of go out of their way to show us the whole world sort of watching.
Yeah, and not only that, so he has this where he goes, there. What did he say? Some guy's ass is tighter than that only a dog would hear him fart or something.
Yeah, the commissioner, the guy who fired him from Vice.
Yeah, so take it to, and stop pressing things, Hadley.
Yeah, he hates the commissioner, but he's the straightest arrow he knows, and he knows if he gets the recording, the commissioner will act on it.
Yeah. So yeah, then he beats the crap out of this guy here, the old black security.
That's football player.
Yeah. Yeah, so gets the gun. He handcuffs him. I don't know where he got the handcuffs from.
Well, he used to be a cop. That's how he met Faith and how he met Mace.
All right. There we go. No.
Their police department's a disaster. He's okay, and he's off the force, and everyone on the force is absolutely a nut.
Yeah.
Oh, to be fair, he's sort of nutty too. He was sleeping with a crack whore.
You know, we all make mistakes. Did it affect his judgment at work? You know, I'd like to see the achievement report. Maybe he was making more arrests doing that. We don't know.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, that is terrible judgment. You have to go if you're a police officer and you do that.
Yeah. So yeah, then we got this.
Yeah, he's going through the hotel room thinking he's going to find a dead Faith.
And was it he finds
another disc.
Yeah. I gotta be careful here, even though this thing's freezing up. Wait, there's nothing bad in this disc, is there?
On that one, no, I don't believe so.
Okay. So yeah, then that's when that other guy comes in.
Not quite yet.
Oh.
He can't take what he's seeing through the headset, so he takes it off. He's going over to what he assumes is Faith's body, and he's gonna uncover it.
And is it?
He's still watching.
And it froze up. Now it keeps pressing buttons on my computer.
Got it.
So now it's not wanting to advance 10 seconds.
That's okay. The boyfriend comes in. There's some yelling and shouting.
He's just a toxic male.
Yeah. So,
and this is, I may have skipped over it, but it's revealed that she wasn't murdered. Her and Sam were just having some kinky fun. And Sam is about to completely fry this asshole's brain.
And then he comes in. He pops him in the head. There.
With Nero's gun.
Yeah. Just so that he can get blamed Nero for it.
This whole thing was a setup to get Nero to take the fall for what Sam's been doing. And as it turns out, that whole big conspiracy he was talking about, load of shit. And Jericho 1 died in a random act of violence from 2 rogue cops. No grand conspiracy to take him out. It is just one of those random things.
Yeah, and I love this line here. And Teak probably has something to say on this. It goes, it's not about if you're paranoid, it's whether you're paranoid enough.
I'm almost there. I'm trying to get into a good state of heightened paranoia, but yeah, good line.
Yeah,
a little edgy, but at this point, we're like 85% into the movie. We've had a couple of big action scenes, and we're about to pay off. We're paying off everything here because we're getting all the information we didn't know. This character's finally getting in the know of what's going on. And he's getting the measure of redemption. And then we're going to find out some more crazy stuff in a couple of minutes because I think this scene just keeps intensifying, right? A few more things are going to be revealed in this confrontation.
And everything started because of a random traffic stop. Yeah, then we get that one. There's not much here. The lady tells it about how they like to have nice kinky sex and then how they met and stuff.
It just, what I wonder is how he's able to function while he's living other people's emotions all the time. Like, I guess we'll talk about that when we find out.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry.
Nero isn't really functioning that well.
Nero's our hero, right? Nero,
Yeah.
the hero. Yeah, he's got a few problems. Life's been better for Nero. He's hoping for a new start in the 21st century. This movie needs like Strange Days too. It could take place in like fictional 2003, and they could have like spaceships and flying cars.
Yeah, that would have added a little bit of punch to it, but the budget was sort of bloated as is.
This doesn't seem like the hardest movie to make.
Return.
Their near future was simply our present. Nothing was added. They just went ahead and used our world. Like, it's not like we had video phones or some kind of Blade Runner level of immersion. There's no matte paintings, nothing. It was just, yeah, it's 38 months from now or 46 months from now, whatever it might be.
Yeah, but somehow they managed to spend $42 million on it.
Yeah. Now I got a question here. Do you think that she personally started making out with him so that she wouldn't shoot him? And they're just fighting, and he got his head thing ripped off. This was one hell of a fight scene. Too bad I cannot. It goes on way too long for me to even attempt to play it.
Yeah.
So.
And finally, we can see Sizemore the way we all recognize him.
Yeah. Holding on to the tie. And he was holding on to the tie. There by the tie. I hope they had something holding him up, because that'd be a lot of weight just to be hanging onto a tie there. They does the one thing
I'm
that
sure it's not really bracing any of the weight.
Yeah. Then he does the one thing you're not supposed to do. He rips the knife out of his back. And he goes and cuts the tie right there. I can't play it though. YouTube would probably be mad. And he falls and lands.
Sizemore.
Yeah, he lands nicely on there.
Right onto the news truck.
So we got that one gal, that one black gal getting chased by those two cops there. I loved how they finally just got tired of it. They just started firing in the crowd. And what did you shoot, like 7-some people?
Something like that.
Yeah, here they go. Yeah, he just keeps. You know, you think that someone would step in and try to tackle the cops for indiscriminately shooting into a crowd.
By the way, I just did some real quick work. So the buying power in money of the budget of this movie from 1995 would now cost $84 million. So it's not that crazy amount of money, I guess.
No. Well, especially compared to Marvel movies.
260 million bucks. Yeah. So you could today, let's just say with salaries, maybe like you could make this movie for $120 million. The thing is that this is not like a Marvel movie. This movie was entertaining.
Yeah, it's more a noir crime drama type movie. Something you don't really see a lot of in sci-fi.
No, it's been since Blade Runner, since anyone did it this well. It's not Blade Runner, but it's fun. This movie's fun, and it's not offensive. Just the technological leap. It was a pretty huge leap, but it was stuff we could understand. It's like, imagine if we could play a DVR right into your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now she tackles this asshole. Oh, there. She uses him as a body shield there. And she manages to get him all cuffed up. And that's when you got the one guy. That's when the SWAT team starts beating the crap out of her. See, this is their biggest mistake they could have done. They just start beating her in front of all these people with all the riots and that right freshly in their minds. And then it just turns into one big freaking riot there. They just start beating the crap out of the cops, and all the cops just start getting the crap beaten out of them.
Yeah, I was waiting for Cisco to beam down. I was like, it's the Bell riots.
Yeah, it was a forced scene.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you don't beat the crap out. You got that big of a crowd. You cannot beat the crap out of someone like that in front of the crowd.
No.
That's when you take them out behind.
Yeah, they had to force some of the racial stuff into this. It's a little ham-fisted at times, like this.
Yeah.
Well, let's remember, though, they're writing this during the OJ trial with the assumption he's going to be guilty. So it gets a few things wrong in the thought process of what makes the movie, but it's still pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Entertaining, but you can tell they're trying to pry bar stuff.
Been a while on that one.
Then we got we got Commissioner Tight Ass here. Here he finally seen the film. He tells them to arrest the two cops there for murder there, and then to get her medical attention there. Then the one cop goes and takes his gun and he puts a bullet in himself. Another guy's sad because now he's got to take all the rap.
And we know that actor too. Like, we've seen him in a few things. He's kind of prominent.
Yeah.
Is he in Wrath-a-Con? Is he in Wrath-a-Con? Is he Joaquin?
Not exactly Wrath-a-Con, but he is a bit of a kingpin in the acting world.
He's probably at least in Full Metal Jacket. Everyone's in that.
Yeah. So yeah,
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh yeah, he is in his Full Metal Jacket. He's got a huge role.
And that crazed look in his face when he's pulling around the body and gonna gun down the two of them. That's the type of stuff why you actually believed it was him doing all that messed up stuff in the disc that Nero was getting.
Yeah. And that guy's a great actor.
Yeah.
So they both get the medical attention. They start making out like their rings in New Year's, and that's pretty much the rest of the end of the movie.
Yeah.
There's nothing more of the show, really. Oh, I forgot to put the poll in, damn it. Oh, well. I'll remember next week. So, T, what do you think of the movie?
I had good memories of this from the time. I thought it was kind of a cheap futurism to go so near. It didn't seem to make a difference, but I guess the technology kind of mandated it. The car escape scene was really good. That was a good action scene, even though all the things you say applied. It was a fun movie. It didn't take itself overly seriously. And even though, I guess, what did you say, 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, just about
a little on the long side. This probably should have been a 2-hour movie. I remember it kind of dragging in the first time I saw it too, but like conceptually, like it's pretty good. Story is good, and I thought all the performances were actually really good, including Juliette Lewis and of course Angela Bassett was really good. That's my memory of it, and that Tom Sizemore, it was one of his weirdest roles ever. And I'm like, I could never believe that Tom Sizemore would do drugs like that or be some kind of an addict. He showed a lot of range in this to me. Who knew?
Yeah. Tom Sizemore was his hair was the only thing I had a hard time believing.
It always looked wrong. That was one of the problems with the movie. It's like, there's something sus about Tom Sizemore because, like, why is he sort of in disguise from himself? You know what I mean? I'm like, why do they need him to have? Yeah, like it was a weird look for a cop too.
All right, what's your grade?
I'll give it a B+. It was fun. It's a little long. I'll give it a B. Too long.
Yeah, okay. Jerem, what's your thoughts?
What is it? Stellar cast. It's really the strength of the film. The length is a pretty big problem. Every time I see Sizemore too, is just it sort of does lead in to there's something off about him because seeing him with all that hair just something just doesn't add up. And him turning out to be the bad guy, I see how that can connect. But it's still creepy seeing him with hair like that.
Yeah.
And the story, there are parts where they let the LA riots and the OJ case influence them a little bit much, and they try to horseshoe in racial issues a little bit more than they needed to. And
they're watching a lot of Law and Order and stuff too, right? That's definitely going through their minds.
Oh yeah. And I'd say a solid C+.
C+? Okay, yeah. Now I don't feel so bad. I was gonna give it a C just because the runtime. I seriously think they could cut 40 minutes out of this film. We would have missed nothing there. Even the titties didn't even save this movie much, but it had some good acting scenes. I really like that one gal that played as what's her name, Angela Kess, or the one that plays Agatha.
Angela Bassett.
Yeah, Angela Bassett. And
she's really good in this. She's a tough, believable female action star in this. I missed where Jennifer Lawrence beat her to this. Was Jennifer Lawrence alive yet?
I don't know. But my C is with an asterisk because I got to watch this when I don't have my 3-year-old. That's the problem. I tried watching this while the 3-year-old was still up. So you can imagine how hard it was for me to watch this. So,
I think they were in love with the people's performances and didn't edit the movie well enough.
Yeah, that sounds like a good possibility.
Because everyone's acting is really good.
And looks like Jim is along the same lines as you, Teague. He gives it a B.
Because it's so smart. It's a really brainy movie. It's just that it slows down and dies like twice.
Yeah. They really could have used some better editing. Like that Tick character, I don't really see a purpose for him beyond that opening part where he's dealing that one clip of the robbery. They don't really need to go back to him.
Still, it's imaginative. That's what I got to give it. It's pretty imaginative.
There's that. But for the sake of the ungodly runtime.
Yeah, this is a 90-minute imaginative movie.
Yeah. Tick really should have made the final cut.
Alrighty, so thank you, Jim's Landscaping LLC #1 Commodore Productions for coming. He does Star Trek fan films, and then sometimes on the weekends he likes to do his morning streams. So make sure to check him out. Thank you, Cam's Crash Courses for coming. There, and thank you, Mikey, for coming. Mikey _Suze Ford. It'll have his New Year's Eve live stream. He'll be ringing in the new year for all 5 time zones for the United States. And thank you, Scurvy, for coming. Thank you, Hakeem, for coming. Thank you, PvP, for coming. He has a lot of music playlists on his channel, so make sure to check him out. And make sure to check out DJ Odyssey's channel. He has his farm lives are over, so he's doing a lot of gaming streams now. Real fun to go over to his. I get a chance to go over to his streams.
I love his comment.
If you like 7 Days to Die.
What?
I love his
if you
comment.
like 7 Days to Die, Deej is a great stream.
Yeah. And thank you, Pickles, also known as LDG, for coming. If you ever need IT help or need a place to hang out, there's always the backstage at freethenet.org/underground. Always a lot of fun whenever I get a chance to go back there. And I believe that's everybody. So, Teague, what do you got going on?
I'll be on tomorrow around 7:30 till about 10:30, I guess, hanging out, talking some Star Trek, maybe rounding up some of the things that are going on next week. I haven't planned tomorrow's show yet. I'll do that tomorrow. I've been doing a lot of streaming since I got monetized, so just I guess I have to have the 700 sub celebration. I'm like several songs behind. And hopefully everyone gets hit by the kind of wave of subscriptions I got. Still going strong after like a couple of really good weeks where these rogue waves of people would just engage. And been very fortunate. Thank everyone who joined me. Going to try to reward everybody by being on the air and being as engaging as possible and giving away a few watch parties.
All righty. Sounds fun. I'll try to make them, but you always either streaming while I'm working or while I'm about ready to go to stream or something.
We have to make like an upload together then or something, like you, me, and Jerm. We'll make an upload or something so we could do something. But like you're great, and like we all loved watching the disaster that was Robin Hood. Thanks to you giving us that link, so I appreciate it. You're a friend of the channel. You're a great guy. Everybody hit the like and follow button, please, for Gorilla.
All right, Jerm, what do you got going on?
Our poll for the third week of Christmas will be up tomorrow morning at some point. Your choice of 3 different nutcrackers. Then we'll have both a cartoon and a sci-fi short, at least a cartoon intro. I'm still working on another sci-fi intro. They claim the one that I was going to do this week. And Thursday we'll have the open panel.
All right, cool. As for me, tomorrow we are watching Christmas Vacation there at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. And I can't do it any earlier or nothing because hopefully I'll be back in time for that. Wednesday, we'll be doing Justified Watch Party. Then do you remember the episode of The Waltons I said it was for tomorrow or Friday?
I believe it's Triangle.
No, we already did the triangle.
Yeah,
Okay. I was
last
looking
week.
at your page earlier. My mistake.
Yeah. Last week was the Awakening, so I believe this week is the Honeymoon.
Oh yeah, the Honeymoon. Okay. Then next Saturday, hey, Teague, how about you pick a movie for next Saturday for us to review?
Oh gee. So next Saturday we're getting close to the holidays. Do you want a classic, Christmas movie, holiday movie? Give me a little guidance before I just spin the random dial. Because I could be really evil and say Spawn.
Yeah. No silent movies there.
No silent movies.
No, nothing that I'd have to sit there and hee-haw too much around. You know, a little titties all right, but nothing too much. And try to keep it 2 hours or under. This one here was a little bit different. I'll let Jerm pick it. You know. But I don't want to review a 4-hour movie or nothing.
How about Trading Places? That's a holiday movie. It takes place at New Year's, I think, but it's a holiday movie. Trading Places.
Okay, that's the yeah.
Murphy
Ain't that TV show where? Hey, that's the TV show where they're the family switch houses. And they have to build up rooms for other couples.
There is now a reality TV show called Trading Places where people do that. But yeah, the Trading Places is what? Is it Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy?
Yeah, I know
it's
what
pretty
you're
good.
talking about. Yeah,
you said you want to see a little bit of tits. We got a little bit. We got some nice tits in that movie. You'll watch that movie. You'll be like, Christopher Guest is in fact a genius. Yeah, you'll walk away from that being very happy about what a genius Christopher Guest is. You'll always respect him for the rest of your life, and it's a fun movie. So you'll have fun watching it. How's that for a suggestion? I've been gentle. I have been gentle.
Yeah. So Trading Places next step.
Okay. Cool.
So, all right, and I think we're getting an update here on. Apparently Pop forgot that he was supposed to stream tonight, so we finally got back to him. Everybody's starting to get worried, so there'll be rumblings from the lab here in a little bit. So you guys have a good night, and remember to be a gorilla.